Hi, welcome back to my channel. I made a video a few days ago on teaching you how to tie a bow tie, and I did it because bow ties are not as common as neckties, um, and a lot of us don't know how to do it. I remember when I learned, and it was just the greatest thing to know because most men don't know how to do it. And today I'm going to do a video on how to do a necktie because as time has passed by, um, people just don't wear them either. They're not worn like they used to be worn. Years back, if you worked in an office or some place where, most in an office scenario, everyone was required to wear a tie. Then they went to business casual. So this video is going to be a necktie. There you go. And the last video, I had a shirt without buttons. This one has buttons, so I'm going to take the buttons out or unbutton it from the top, and we'll go from there. Now, the bow tie, I tied the top button, and people will debate this, but I've never, when I wear a necktie like this, I never button the top button. I let the tie adjust the collar however tight I want it. And if you do it right, there won't be a big opening here, but it's up to you how you like it. I like them as nice and tight as possible without strangling me. But here you go. So you put the tie over the top here, move back and forth, make sure that the back is up. So now, and then there are two sides. The skinny side is going to go behind the back, and the thicker one's going to be in the front, right? That's the way you normally see them. But now the length, how do we adjust the length? Everyone's different. All men and women have different heights. And so when you have them, what you want at the end is that when you're together, the skinny one will be behind the thick one, but it'll be shorter. So it'll be anything, like this is fine, as long as it's shorter than the front one. That way you don't see it. If you have it longer, then it'll stick out like this, and that's not what you want. Okay. So I'm going to stand up, and you see part of me. The way I normally do it for my height is I let the thick end, which is the longer one, and it's going to be the one you fold around. I let it go down right around below my crotch, right around my crotch. That is for my height. If you're a different height, you would have it differently, but you need to try it out a few times and remember where you started so you can do it the same way every time. Then I cross this. Let me get down so you can see me closer. Then I cross. This is the thick side. This is the skinny side. Okay. And then I pull it around the back. And then I flip it over to the middle. Okay. Pull it all the way down. And then I wrap it around the front. And then I go up behind again. This is called a half Windsor. Okay. And now what I do is that I push it down in here through the middle, pull it down, and then I tighten this up. Okay, and I make this so that this covers the top of the shirt so you don't see it. It looks a little bit neater. Put down my collar, put on the buttons, button it down, both sides. Okay, and let's see how the length came out. Okay, this is a little short, should be a little bit further down, and I'll pull it a little bit, and it'll come down a little bit. I'll tighten it, the knot will get tighter, and so yeah, it's like right above my belt or right to my belt. That's where it should normally go. And the one behind it, see how much shorter it is? So this is actually like, pretty close to perfect, the way that it should be worn. Sometimes I'll wear it a little bit lower and that'll be fine. Like I said, it depends on your height, how you do it. Now, sometimes you'll have a tie that is much shorter and you still go to this height that I mentioned down to your crotch, but Then then the back side will be much shorter. If you have a tie that's very long, then what you do is that when I wrapped it around, or when I pulled it over the top, and then I wrapped it around, rather than wrapping it around, I flip it over the top again. That's called a full Windsor, and I'll make another video showing you how to do that. I have a tie that's kind of long, and I always do a half Windsor in that. The tie knot will be thicker, but it isn't too bad. It still looks pretty good, but then the length will be perfect. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. And to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and put down a comment. And I'll see you in the next video.